Stocks versus cryptocurrency. Which one's better? Which one should you invest in? Where should you put your hard earned money? Guys, this has been a debate for a while. We have Bitcoin, we have Doge, and then we have all of these stocks, all of these companies that you guys probably use. You probably buy products off of Amazon. You might eat at Cheesecake Factory. You might bank with SoFi. You drink Celsius, and you buy Nike shoes. But Bitcoin, do you have a Bitcoin physically? Do you have a Dogecoin? Do you use Solana? I don't know. That's what we're here to talk about. Where should you put your hard-earned money? I get it. It's even hard for me. I've been investing for a while, but it's still hard for me to, make, $500 from working and then put 400 of that in the stock market because I just work for that money. I want to spend it. I want to use it. I want to enjoy it. But sometimes you got to put that to the side and you got to think of what it could do in the future. And you want to live in the moment as well. I agree. But I do think that the future is also very important and you want to have an equal balance of that. And once you find that balance for yourself that satisfies both those needs, that's when you're golden and you have your investing plan laid out. But first, I want to start with Bitcoin. So, Bitcoin is the leader of cryptocurrencies. I don't have any Bitcoin, I have a cent in Bitcoin, that's it. But it is the leader of cryptocurrencies. It by far has the largest market cap. And we can see that one Bitcoin is $82,000 right now. Bitcoin was started in 2009 compared to the stock market, which was started in 1792. So Bitcoin is a very new thing. A lot of people actually think that Bitcoin is going to do very good. There's a lot of Bitcoin ETFs. If we just look it up like this, you can see there's a ETF by iShares. There's a 2x strategy ETF, ProShares, Fidelity, BlackRock. There's a lot of ETFs that are tracking Bitcoin, and a lot of people have a lot of money in Bitcoin. Kathy Wood owns an insane amount of Bitcoin. She believes in it very heavily. But then let's go to stocks, because Bitcoin is basically the fundamentals of this is who's willing to pay more. How much is the next person willing to buy it for? I don't want to say it's a pyramid scheme, but I don't know. I don't see where it isn't either. I do see the benefit of Bitcoin. You can if you can make money on it, then by all means go for it. If you can make money on it, then please invest. But you see right here, the returns in the past 5 years are 1,300%. That's a lot more than the S&P in the past 5 years. That's a lot more than almost all of stocks in the past 5 years. So there definitely has been great returns from Bitcoin, but I don't see the sustainability. But I do see the side of people that think that Bitcoin is good. I think it's good to have diversity, but I also don't see the value in the crypto because I can go over here and I can buy Amazon stock, and if Amazon gives a good earnings report and their share price jumps, $20, I gain that, 10%, 9% gain. That's mine because I thought Amazon would do good. I believe in the company. I looked through their financials. I bought them at a time where I think their price is going to rise. And I did that work, and the company rewarded me because I did that DD. I invested in them. I believed in them. They used my money that I invested in the company in order to better themselves. It's not a lot. But maybe they got an extra monitor for one of their tax, employees to do the taxes for them. It's not a lot, but everyone that invests in this, it's a pretty big company, $2 trillion, but all the money invested in this company, they use. That's why they're a public company. They use the money that's invested in their company to, get those returns, and all the cash they do have, since they don't pay a dividend, they put it back into growing the company. And that's what I really love about Amazon. I like companies that don't have dividends, actually, and I like that Amazon puts the money back in and grows the company. And that's why Amazon has value to me, and that's why Amazon is worth $192 per share, because of its assets, of its cash flow, of its business model, of everything that it's doing. It has that price in association with it. That's their PE ratio. That is what that is. It's 34.87. That number by itself has no meaning, but when you do the calculations and put their price to earnings, it gives the stock this price, and it's in comparison to their earnings. But Bitcoin has none of those metrics. This one just has a price, and you can see it was a Bitcoin launched in 2009 as a cryptocurrency powered by the Bitcoin network, a peer-to-peer network for verifying transactions. So that means that you can send Bitcoin back and forth, but that's about it. Bitcoin, it doesn't really stand for anything. It's a digital currency. And then you go down the rabbit hole of other cryptocurrencies and you see Dogecoin. I have a few dollars in Dogecoin just because Robinhood gave it to me. But I mean, you could see right here, I'm down 40% on whatever Robinhood gave to me. So it hasn't been very good for me. But I mean, you saw that guy that got rich off of Dogecoin, but there's also guys that have gotten rich off of Pepe Coin and Trump Coin and Chill Guy Coin. And, I mean, there's a lot of things that you can get rich off of. But I mean, if you invested at the right time, you made that $10,000 and you made it off of no DD. I mean, this is just traction from people buying it. Doge is not a real company. Their price went up when Elon tweeted about them, and they're not. Musk is not. Him being a catalyst for a company isn't going to save them forever. I mean, I don't know. They just don't have anything going for them. Their picture is a dog and it's cute, but it's not worth buying a lot of putting your hard-earned money into something like that. And then there's Solana, which is kind of has more of a purpose, I think. It's a decentralized blockchain built to enable scalable, user-friendly apps that was launched in 2017. But I mean, yes, it does have a lot more purpose to it, I think, because it actually serves a purpose. Same with Bitcoin, it does serve a purpose, but this one is made, in order to solve a problem or in order to add value. And I can see this one being decent, but it's just there's no comparison when you look at stocks. I think that these are just however much the next person's willing to pay for it. If I buy Bitcoin for 82,000 and everyone stops buying and sells all their shares, then I'm stuck holding Bitcoin because no one wants to buy mine back. I'm stuck with one Bitcoin that's worth 82,000, but why is it even worth 82,000? That's just because that's what other people are pricing it at. That's what people are willing to pay for the Bitcoin right now. But what if all of a sudden tomorrow people are like, wait, Bitcoin's worthless. I'm not willing to pay 82,000 for it, because we've never had cryptocurrencies in the history of the U.S., history of the world. There's never been cryptocurrency. This is a very new thing. So I don't think it's impossible for these to drop to zero in a day, or 40% drops in a day, or things like that. I don't think that's impossible, because we've seen that with stocks. It can drop 40% in a day, but it's never gone to zero. But there are some times where it's been close. But I mean, I invest in these companies because I believe in I have an investing thesis. I think ELF is going to do great over the next coming years. Excuse me. I think AMD is going to do great over the long term. And that's because I looked at their financials. I took a deep dive into their company, what their CEO stands for, their business model, their longevity, everything that this company has going for them. And then there's Bitcoin. I don't know. Just these cryptos don't have a lot, that you can look into. You can buy it just based. The price is the only thing that you're basing your purchase off of, and you're just hoping that it goes up with no, sentiment or no catalyst. You're just hoping, okay, I hope Bitcoin price goes up. I hope more people buy in, and the next person pays more than me, and then I can sell, and then the price goes down, and then someone loses money. It's a never-ending cycle that I don't think is gonna get that far eventually. But yeah, I mean, because I want to use my hard-earned money to invest in things that are going to generate me income, passive income. I want to make money off of my investments. I want to feel safe about my investments. I want to be confident in my investments. I want to know that, okay, I'm putting my hard-earned money that I spent a lot of time working for into this stock because I believe in the company. I believe in what they're doing. They have a great management team. The stock is undervalued. Their PE ratio looks amazing. It's a great time to buy. I use their product myself. I'm a daily user of their product, and it serves a purpose, and they're growing in the space. And yeah, I mean, the more catalysts, the better. But I mean, it's not even comparable. And I know, like, if you invest in anything at the right time, you can make money. We saw that with Bitcoin. You can make 10,000% if you invested at the right time. But that's pure luck. I mean, no one knew that Bitcoin was going to do that. And it's the same thing with a few stocks out there that are just trash stocks that, are all jokes. Like, I mean, not all jokes, but they don't really have a solid financial backing to them. Like, we can see Trump Media. If you invested right here at $9 and then it shot up to, what did it get to? 97. You made, 1,000%, but I don't think you really like this company or you want to own this company. It's kind of just something you did to make some money, or you just thought it would have momentum. And that's not my investing thesis. If that's yours, then great. I hope it works for you, but I don't know. I don't see why you buy Bitcoin. Why do you buy cryptos if it isn't for diversity? Like, maybe a little bit of diversity, but even then, I just buy real estate stocks, like ticker symbol O. I made a video on that. Great company. And then I'd buy maybe bonds, something like that. Maybe some yielding ETF, some high yield ETF, something like that. But yeah, I don't see why you'd buy cryptocurrency. This is very one-sided. I just needed to make this video because I've been seeing a lot of rise in cryptocurrency and people making their own coins and people investing in those coins and just praying that it'll get them rich or it'll work out for them, and that they're the one outlier. That, you know, there are outliers. There is the Dogecoin millionaire, but even him, I don't think he's a millionaire anymore because Dogecoin's down a lot and I don't think he ever sold. But yeah, I mean, people are just hoping and praying, and you can do that with the stock too. I could buy you know, what could I do? I could go buy Palantir right now, not look into it at all, and just look at the price and say $84. Okay, look at the graph, not look at the financials of the company, not think about the company, and I can say, oh, it's down a little bit. It's probably going to go back up, because that's the Bitcoin. That's the investing thesis with Bitcoin. And if you buy Bitcoin, I don't hate you. I think that, you know, there is purpose for Bitcoin. I see its use, and I see the hype around it. But at the same time, what if I say, okay, I'm gonna buy Bitcoin right now, on the thesis that it's going to go back up? That I can do that with any stock. What if I buy a horrible company? What if I buy Pfizer right now because it's down and I'm like, okay, it's gonna go back up. I'm gonna buy the stock because it's gonna go back up, right? Oh wait, I'm gonna make $7 because it's gonna go back to all-time highs. Like, that's not how it works with investing. And I'm not gonna look at the financials, because when you look at this company, it has a 17 PE. It does pay a nice dividend, but I mean, if you look deeper into this company, they've fallen a lot for a reason. There's reasons that it's cheap. There's reasons Bitcoin is cheap right now. It kind of reflects the overall economy, which is very interesting. Bitcoin is it kind of acts like a call and put option 24/7 for the stock market. So you can kind of see what the market's going to do already with just seeing Bitcoin. I think the market might open red tomorrow because Bitcoin's down a little bit. So yeah, it's very interesting what Bitcoin has done and what it's doing and the popularity it's gaining. The president right now wants to hold some Bitcoin in the treasury, I'm pretty sure I've heard. I don't know how that's going to happen or how much of it he's going to buy, but that's very interesting. That's a very big development for you Bitcoin holders out there. But yeah, I'm going to stick with the stocks. I believe in those a lot more. If you want to buy Bitcoin, be my guest. I think that there is a place for it. And maybe there's other cryptos. I know there's cryptos that serve purposes. I think those are interesting. But with these stocks, I think that buying companies makes a lot more sense, that you can do deep dives on and understand more and on a deeper level than buying a coin with a B symbol on it that is virtually a pyramid scheme that is just digital. But that's all I have for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do own Bitcoin, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings or discourage you. I hope that you can stick to that thesis and believe in your own investment. But this is just what I think. This is what I believe. So I appreciate you for watching. Be sure to like the video. Also, subscribe down below if you guys enjoy this content. And also comment, what do you guys want to see? What kind of videos do you want to see? I'd be very curious. But I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Peace.